Hello everyone, it's Ben from here to give you a brand new video today, and we're talking about the Minecraft movie. Now, I've wondered for a while, how are we going to get humans, as I saw the trailer, into the Minecraft world? And we get the answer. It's a thinly veiled plot, how to get people there. It's Steve, played by Jack Black, who wants to build things and go down the local mine to build things, but he gets stopped as a kid by this older miner, like really old, like 70s. 20 years later, the miner looked exactly the same. Again, my problem with time differences, like, I, this is a cheesy movie, but, the old miner's the same, but Steve is, like, really chubby and, bigger, bit like me. So, yeah, he then does this shuffle to get around this old miner, like the old Crash Bandicoot for the Wrath of Cortex in the wheel level when you're trying to get past Tiny and Dingodile. They just shuffle round. It was a bit like that, simple as hell. You're not going to get Crash Bandicoot reference in with Minecraft, but then I suppose it's a game, so it does fit. So it shuffled around, and miraculously enough, Steve finds this. He digs a little bit, and then digs a bit more, and then all of a sudden, almost on topsoil, is this blue orb thing, known as the Orb of Dominance, which we find out later. And then this kind of pulls him into this doorway, and then pulls him into the Minecraft world. It was that simple. It was like this old bloke had been digging for years and couldn't find it, and all of a sudden, on the topsoil was this orb. There we go. Job done. Steve is now in the Minecraft world. And he stays there for, I don't know, a few years. Again, it's very reminiscent of the original Jumanji. How do we get somebody who, I think in Jumanji that was a kid thing and then grows up. See, it's weird, isn't it? Because you get Jumanji was based off of like almost Tarzan-ish type of thing, because he was a kid being pulled into a world that was, like a jungle, like a Tarzan kid, like a Mowgli thing. And then you're ripping off Jumanji to how to get Jack Black into Minecraft. It's weird how these things kind of happen. Then we have Jason Momoa, who plays Garrett the Garbage Man Gribson, who is a video game owner of a shop and champion of this one particular video game. And he falls on hard times, and his shop gets repossessed, and we have Sebastian Henson as Henry, who is a young kid who just moved to this town with his sister Natalie, played by Emma Myers, who is from Wednesday, who plays Enid Sinclair, Wednesday's best friend. Now, in this, Emma Myers looks a hell of a lot younger than she does in Wednesday. I mean, you'd think she was like 16, 17 in this. So the way they've used the makeup for her, you'd think her and Henry were the same age. It's really odd, because she looks like 23, 25 in Wednesday. Yeah, that was filmed like 2 years ago, where she was probably like 20 when it was filmed, and she's 23 now. So she actually looks younger now than she does in Wednesday, season 1. Henry, like Jack Black's character, likes to build things. He builds a rocket and then blows up this Chris Factory mascot. And then Jason Momoa manages to find the orb, puts it in his shop, and then miraculously, they go and find the Henry finds the orb, because again, Henry and Natalie get brought to this city because their mum died, and they buy this house. I mean, how they buy a house in a town when she looks 16, 17 years of age and driving, and it's a bit odd. It's really odd. how, this thinly veiled plot, you can drag people to this one spot, and the mother has not been mentioned again in this film. Just it's just a plot to get people in the same area. I have to admit, Jason Momoa does a good job in his character. Like I say, he's a ex-champion of a game. He owns a video game store that's on hard times, and he basically plays a camper version of Steve, who then kind of befriends Henry, and they become kind of talkative and friends, and then he finds this orb, like I say, and then it pulls it, then he puts it together with this other like see-through orb, and it drags him to the mine, and then into the Minecraft universe they go, and they all find each other and get pulled in, including the house house representative, the estate agent. She gets dragged in as well. Danielle Brooks. She's like kind of a loudmouth kind of person who, I'm gonna kick your butt and you're not gonna take me. That kind of. There's always one in this type of movie. There's always one loudmouth. There's always one. You get it in Ghostbusters. You had one in there. You had one in the reboot of Jumanji. There's always, if you got an ensemble cast, there's always that loudmouth kind of American stereotype, isn't there? You get that, and off we are into the Minecraft world. Now, once we're in the Minecraft world, it does look like Minecraft, and everything you see and it's amazing. The sets, the sets are amazing. The 3D really works for this. Like, it's very rare we get 3D these days, but it does help with the depth because of all the blockiness of the Minecraft. This is actually done really well. We have the villagers, who are these like silent prairie type things that I think are from Minecraft Legends, because I've literally done my research for doing this review, and it is a funny movie in ways. But it's like also cheesy. Like, oh god, but it's done on purpose. It's not done cheesily. It is cheesy to. I mean, I did chuckle a few times. There's one bit where the villager does end up into the real world and runs into or bumps into the headmistress of Henry's school, and they end up going on a date, and that's quite funny. The 3D I thought was really good. The only one time I thought there was a problem was right at the end, where you could just see they hadn't quite matched the background with the actresses in one scene when they're dancing at the end, because they're celebrating. But other than that, it was pretty good. This film did not overstay its welcome at all. It was an hour and 51 minutes, so it was just under 2 hours. Jack Black does sing a chicken song about, lavering up a chicken. I didn't expect there to be a couple of musical songs in this. There is a villain called Magalusha who wants to have the Orb of Dominance, who is a pig. In Minecraft Legends, it just builds up bosses and makes stuff harder and stuff like that. But in this, it's a blue orb that changes the underworld to the overworld, so it kind of makes everything dead, basically, where zombies and that can live in the real world. But it is a fun movie. You're there for the Minecraft, but it's like they don't keep you in the real world that long. There are character growth, which did surprise me. It surprised me in some ways, but there's character growth for some, but not for others. It's character growth for a person you wouldn't expect, and it's not necessary. For the people you wouldn't expect for there to be character growth, there is. For the person who you would think there would be, who really is the movie is based around, there kind of isn't. it's like as soon as we go back to the human world, it kind of loses it again. But yeah, it's the Minecraft portion is most of the movie, so that's all right. But I just yeah, it's like the writer must have gone, how quickly and how do we get them into the Minecraft world? I think that was the main issue. I mean, the jokes do land, most of them. It is funny. The cast do give decent performances. I did think Jason Momoa gave kind of Fast and Furious 10 vibes in this, in a sense, with this over cartoonish, kind of douchebaggy villain type of thing. But yeah, the villain was pretty much useless as Megalusha, this overbearing pig. Um, Basically there as a comic foil, and it was a very cheesy movie, very cheesy. It was very almost like early James Bond, but without the violence, that kind of cheesiness. It was okay. It Will I buy this on Blu-ray or 4K? No. It's a one-time watch for me, really. I mean, I will go and see it again, but I've seen it now. I might find extra jokes, but I don't play the game, and I haven't. I'm not a buildy type person, so I did get the references because obviously Minecraft's been around for ages, but I don't think it's for me. Like, I've seen other people's reviews, and like critics' reviews, and they all kind of say it's for younger kids, and it goes. So yeah, that is kind of right. This is kind of for 13, 14-year-olds, I suppose. Maybe slightly younger up, but for someone my age, yes / no, one time watch, just no, because I wouldn't know otherwise. But yeah, that's been my review of Minecraft. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.